It's another week. We're in the building, man.
From you all blessings flow.
Blessings to each and everyone locked in this way each and every time.
Day and
Sounds of the one we call Luciano.
again,
Tell you mean, man.
as I fall on my knees today.
As usual, you know the motto. I forgive thanks to the one up above each and every time. Make it possible for another week, right? Yeah, man, I tell you. I mean, man.
As I fall on my knees today.
It's a big show reaching out to all those locking in this way right now. It's your boy Stinger Blinger. I'm in the hot seat for the next 2 hours or so, right? But right now it's all about some more Luciano right now, the messenger. I tell you what you mean, man. What you see right now for mankind?
It was a lonely night, a night like this, when I lay down on my bed. When I thought about the God I serve and all I'm going through.
Big show reaching out to North, South, East and West right now, locking in. I tell you what I mean, man. 4 corners of London clocking in right now, I tell you. You mean, man?
I must rise and go and testify.
I tell you.
Man was made to serve God and to get.
Can't tell you when it comes to Luciano, you know, so we can't play it one time, right? Big show reaching out to Queen Stush, locking in right now, I tell you. Big yourself on the earth, strong, you know, girl. Yeah, man, I'm more life, man. Let's go.
It was a lonely night, a night like this, when I lay down on my bed.
I tell you.
When I thought about the God I serve and all I'm going through.
Big show reaching out to Lady Stush as well. Easy Captain. I tell you, make the full crew.
Saying to myself, I must rise and go and test.
Big ball also know the punchline, man.
Cause man was made to serve God, and together we live forever.
Big show reaching out to the sponsors, them each and every time. Big show reaching out to Top Notch Entertainment, Rex Entertainment, Fine Wine Promotions, and also Motherland Promotions. Big up yourself each and every time, man. I tell you, you mean?
My Bible is my only shield, and the music is my rod. I pray that God would hear.
Big show reaching out to the full KC family. Big show reaching out to Ninja, Easy Need Nuts, Baby Boom, Platinum, Rufus, and also Postman. Big of the full crew, man. But right now, we can't squeeze it in this way right now.
Somebody to try to test the conscious sound. Da, 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 da.
Gotta squeeze it in this way, man. What do you mean, man? This is Luciano the Messenger. Let's go.
It was a crowded night, a clash like this, when I wanted to do that song. When I listened to the dub plates played for me, played by conscious sound.
I'll tell you.
The dub plates touched down in the lawn, brought tears to someone's face. I said to myself that I must rise and tell.
Big show reaching out to Roger, Easy Roger.
No, Killer Conscious was made to kill sounds. One day, and forever we'll rule all over. I come to get song called Killer Conscious. Anything that's
big show reaching out to Villa, say wheel up.
Like Stinger Blinger.
Big up yourself in a Villa.
Ninja.
South London massive, big up.
Rufus, Baby Boom, and Boost Man. And the messenger, come on, let's take it away. Chit. Somebody to try to test Killer Conscious sound.
Gonna squeeze in a couple more. Let you know who's the special guest this week, alright? Alright, now turn up your radio, man.
It was a crowded night, a clash like this, when I wanted to do that song. When I listened to the dub plates played for me, played by Conscious.
Big show reaching out to Destiny, Easy Destiny. Big myself, girl, welcome aboard. What's good?
I said to myself that I must rise and tell the human race.
I'll tell ya.
No, Killer Conscious was made to kill sounds. One day and forever we'll rule all over. Conscious.
Big show reaching out to Grace, Easy Grace, clocking in. Big up yourself, girl, each and every time, man.
And forever we'll rule all over. Upon this road on which they trod to teach the word of God. The damn plate is their only shield, and the music is their round. We praise and bars for
Picture reaching out to all those clocking in right now, I tell you. With a nearer far right now, I tell you. Picture reaching out to the country people, let me know. Can you know so desert there, right? Yeah, man.
Conscious sound was made to kill sounds. Boom, yeah.
Most definitely indeed, man, I tell you.
We rule all over. Killer contrast was made to kill sounds. Boom, yeah.
What a big tune for the one we call the Messenger Luciano each and every time. It's a big show reaching out to all those, no matter what platform you're locking in on right now. Whether it's Vibes Urban, Passion Radio UK, Rex Radio, okay, Bam One Radio, yeah man, I tell you, Silk Radio, you know the things said each and every time, you know. Gonna squeeze in this one. This is Dwayne Stevenson, straight of the place we call August Town. Hey, Buck, you ready? Let's go, man.
A word from the wise, don't try to make life on your own.
I tell you.
Remember that Jah just by your side.
Yeah, man.
For I was a soul who was lost, and my life was in dismay.
Big up my YouTubers right now doing their thing right now, I tell you, you mean? Well, easy, Bev. Big up yourself, girl. What's good?
Guns and ammunition were my chosen way of life.
Killer contrast sound.
With God-fearing people I chose to strive.
Yes, I.
For all of the lives that are taken, they can never be replaced. But still, Jaja chose to remember my face. Though I never lived like he wanted, I'm still mindful of what he taught me. So now I beg and plead, I'm on my bending knees. Cause Father, you rescued me. I've got the scars.
Big tune, of course, for the one we call Dwayne Stevenson, man, I tell you. How you mean, man?
Cause when my life got dark, he was the only spark. He was the light at the end of the road. When I was a young boy, growing up in Augustown.
Definitely gonna squeeze in one more.
From the same
then, of course, gonna let you know who's the special guest, all right? Yeah, man, I tell you.
From Gola to Colorado, from Rockers to Jungle to Tire, Bryson to Dread Heights and River, all around. Yeah.
Anua.
And then the football ground became a battlefield, and my life seemed so surreal. People were falling all around, but Jah helped me to stand my ground. Only Jah could have helped me to stand my ground. Though I never lived like he wanted, I was mindful of what he taught me. So now I beg and plead.
Definitely big show reaching out to each and everyone. Big one knows if you're locked in overseas as well right now. As per usual, you know what the motto is, right? Just all your time zone each and every time. Yeah, man, I'll tell you each and every time, man. Big tune for the one, Dwayne Stevenson. Thing called August Town. So like I said, gonna squeeze in one more. Then it's all about, the interview time, all right? Special guest for this time around this week. It's all about the one we call Mason the Emperor, all right? Mason the Emperor. Gonna squeeze in one more, and then, we're gonna go into the interview mode, all right? So big about those locked on this way.
Yeah, when you talk about champion sound, you know, sir, Killer Contrast sound, we talk about this, what me say. Platinum, big up yourself. Ninja, Stinger Bling, big up yourself, this, what me say. Need not, you don't know. Baby Boom, big up on yourself every time. Brixton, Halsden, Huddersfield, West London. Well, dance all it nice. Killer Contrast, but some
sounds to the one Dwayne Stevenson once again, man.
Sound like the yard twice. Lord,
let's go.
Roping, jump and sound boy now running. When Killer Contrast start playing, idiot songs will be slaying. So chick scene, some selector can't buy in. Broke like God, they'll be dying. When Killer Contrast start playing, big bad sound.
Tinkle.
Fools running, Killer Contrast, Killer sound boy tonight. I miss it. Fools running, me say that big
Big tune for the one Dwayne Stevenson, I tell you, man. You mean?
Fools are running till I can trust. When I jump on some boy from out of the lawn, I miss it. Fools are running till I can trust. Sound is like a raging storm. Roping, jump on some boy, no running. We keep the people them swaying. But idiot song will still be killing because we're willing. So check see. Jump on some boy can't look in. Gunshot will be firing. I jump on sound will
Big show reaching out to me Zimbabwe massive each and every time.
Watch the fools running. What kill a contrast, kill a sound boy tonight.
Big boy those over there in Africa locked in right now, I tell you. Easy Mason said big tune. You know it go right now, brother. I tell you.
Right now. Fools running. We make some idiot sound boy run out of the lawn. I miss it. A fool's running. That contrast sound is like a raging storm. We come to murder some sound.
So it's all about that part of the show, of course, so we'll go
So down.
for the interview mode.
Murder some
Yeah.
sound.
Like I said, special guest this week is all about the one we call Mason, the Emperor, right? Then we're going to squeeze in a couple tracks, and then, of course, we're going to hit the phone, of course, link up with the artist and find out what going on. Yeah, man. What you mean, man?
Global link up, stinger blinger to the world.
The Global Link Up Show is sponsored by Rex Entertainment and Top Notch Entertainment with live interviews every week.
Gonna kick it off for the first one. This one's entitled So Inspired. Mason the Emperor. Let's go, man.
I know that you were all loyal. Queen of queens, to you I am loyal.
Gonna squeeze in a couple and of course have a little reason with the artists. Find out what going on, alright?
Rolling over your empire, you're the reason why my love is so inspired.
I tell ya.
There were times when I thought that you belonged to me, even though inside I knew that you were royalty. The power of your essence is a light to me. I can see clearly now emotion got the best of me. Never will I ever deny it. Don't wanna justify it. Don't
People all those locking in from there and far right now, I tell ya. You know we do it thing, right?
my way. I know.
Big up yourself, it's your first time locking this way. Glad to have you on board likewise, I tell ya. Regular listeners, you know we do it thing, right? Yeah, man, I tell ya.
Empress in power, ruling on
Like I said, track entitled So Inspired.
reason why
Yeah, what you mean, man?
so
Half for being inspired under these times right now. Tell ya.
I am a man, sometimes I know not what I do. Still inside my heart, I know that I've mistreated you. Never let you have a chance to truly know me. Never would I believe that you would
Yes, I.
like me. Never will I ever deny it. Don't wanna just
Picture reaching out to me, Wolverhampton Massive. Easy Rosie clocking in. Big myself, girl, each and every time, man.
my way. I need you to know that I was blind. I took time,
Picture reaching out to me, Steel City family as well.
just one more chance.
Easy Lady Daniel. Big my full chef, full massive each and every time, man. Right now we're gonna keep it moving. This is the track called So Soon We Change. Yeah, man. Tell ya. Let's go, man.
So soon we change. Soon we'll be looking for a new
Big up my YouTubers. Big up myself. Who that?
day.
Sandre. Big up myself, Sandre. Welcome aboard, Sandre.
I recall about the time when I thought this love would last at least 100 years or more.
More tune, of course, on the one we call Mason, the Emperor.
But the seasons change and walk in the sun and turn to pouring.
Gonna squeeze at least 1+1 and we have to talk to the artist, man. You mean, star?
So soon will change. Soon you'll be looking for love. You're not today. Love not strong.
What a big tune indeed, man, I tell you.
As we kiss our last goodbye, oh, it hurts me enough to cry. It pains me, baby.
Yeah, man.
But I still let you go. 6 years of life, and we've given up to go our separate ways tonight, baby. Oh, I hope to God we do it right. So soon we change. Look at it, baby. Soon we'll be looking for a new love. No, we're not to blame. Love's not as strong as it once was. So soon we change, baby. So soon, oh baby, so soon. Oh, you're not to blame, darling.
Big tune for the one we call Mason the Emperor. Right now we're gonna squeeze to the next track. This one's entitled All Eyes on Me. I mean, which is right, yeah? No, it's a different kind of style right now, you know. Tell ya. Let's go. Big show reaching out to Marvin clocking in. I mean Marvin, a long time for real, and brother. Yeah, man. Tell ya.
I always understood. Mama said walk with the road.
Straight after this one, we're gonna have a little reason with the artist. Mason the Emperor. All Eyes on Me, brand new.
I could breath. I open my eyes to see the way of life in me would never be easy. The mission of a black man, every day to have a master plan, to stay alive and strive and rise to the
big tune, of course, indeed, man.
All eyes on me. All eyes.
Big show reaching out to the one we call God Arts. Easy me NW10 massive. Tell ya. And we's in the building, man. Tell ya.
All eyes on me.
Big yourself, Bev. Bev, I said tune. I mean, Bev.
Laugh when they think they know.
Big yourself, Bev. It should have been time, man.
That I live. They think it must be easy, cause I make it look so easy.
Big show reaching out to Tintin, Easy Tintin. Easy me not London massive, I tell ya. Tottenham, Wood Green, Bruce Grove. Right, come on.
All eyes on me.
So big one those on the YouTube right now, I tell ya. Big YouTubers right now doing their thing, man.
I always understood when Mama said.
Gonna squeeze in at least one more, and of course, gonna only have a reason with the artist, man. Mason the Emperor, tell ya.
I know in this life, it's the color that makes them blind. When all they need is a heart full of love. Even though
big yourself, Marvin. Marvin, I said, sounds good. Yeah, man, I mean, brother. Big yourself each and every time, man.
Inside my heart, I will always let it shine.
Big show reaching out to me, not in the massive. Easy Suave clocking in right now. Easy Suave. Big up each and everybody online right now. So like I said, gonna squeeze in one more, and of course we're gonna link up with the artist and find out what I want, all the little reason, all right? You mean, man? Right now, this one is entitled Heart in a Tangle. You know, sometimes these things happen, right? Yeah, man. You mean, star? Listen up.
Darling, you got my heart in a tangle. I'm ready and I'm able, willing and I'm ready.
Big show reaching out to Lady Toya clocking in. Big up yourself, Toya.
Got my heart in a tangle. I ain't never been in love like this before.
Big show reaching out to Samoya Easy each and every time.
Found a girl, she changed my world.
Big tune indeed, man, I tell ya.
Kind of love I never thought I deserve.
You know, each and every week we try, of course, bringing a special guest, all right? Yeah, man.
Explore. All the love I've ever wanted and more.
Straight up after this one, we're going to own a little reasoning for the artist himself, all right?
Got my heart in a tangle. I'm ready and I'm able, willing and I'm ready. You ain't gotta worry, my love is strong as
Big shot also reaching out to the one we call Just DeAndre. Big up yourself each and every time, man.
a tangle. I ain't never been in love like this before. You got me falling for you more and more. I never stop, she takes care of me. Never been in love like this. Heart so clean, she's always who I see.
Big up yourself each and every time, Bev. Bev, I said vibes. Yeah, I mean, man.
I wanna be a better man. Never been in love like this. Owns the key to everything I am. Never been in love.
So like I said, definitely I'm gonna have a little reason with, of course, the one we call Mason the Emperor right now, right? Big up my YouTubers, you know, thing going on. What for bring him out live and we see what I go on and all these things, all right? Yeah, man. You know, we do a thing right now each and every time. So, first and foremost, Mason to the Emperor. Welcome to the show.
Blessing, brother. Blessing, brother. Blessing, brother.
All right, wicked.
What's on?
So, how is life for you?
Life is good, man. It can't be nothing else. I love it. You see, the music me I deal with, so we can't have nothing more than love and joy. Duh.
Wicked. Which is right, each and every time. So,
Yeah,
with this
man.
career of yours right now, Mason, how did it all start for yourself? Because when it comes to this reggae kind of dancehall, of course, career, it's not an easy thing. How did it start for you?
No, sir, not easy at all. But you know, as I tell everyone, it started from birth for me, you know, because I can't remember a time when I wasn't singing and dancing and performing for family or anywhere we can get for, you know, perform and, you know, whole of joy, you don't know. So, you know, it's just in my soul, you know, music. But the career itself, I would say really and truly, my brother, Shot Boss. Big up Shot Boss, Web out of Jamaica. He's in Jamaica right now. One of, I guess you said the two we are kind of Dean Fraser protege, so to speak. You know, Dean Fraser did take Shot Boss from the School of Music in Jamaica, and he's one of the original keys from Firehouse and John Messenger band. For those who don't know, that's Lucia and Sizzler in band, and toured the world. You know, and then he's been producing my songs ever since. You know, ever since we started truly linking in music. You know, we've been brother from morning, but truly linking in the music fraternity. Yeah, man, he produces all of the rhythms we hear right now. Those are who you see Sanjay Firebass in the chat right now. That's the bassist for the Rebel Souls family. All of them bass line, them sweet bass line where you hear right now. Firebass, I play them bass line. You see it. Yeah, man. The whole family in the room right now, you know, I have a big up the whole family, you know.
Yeah, man, everybody responds to everything.
Yeah, man. As you see, Just DeAndre, that's Dre. He's the master, the doctor of visuals. If you see my show, he's producing the show. If you see my films, music video, every one of them, I Dre deal with them. You see it?
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Wicked. So right now, whereabouts is it in the world you're based?
Japan right now, you know. Most people who know me already know I live between Jamaica and Japan. About half a year in Japan, half a year in Jamaica. But ever since the pandemic, about 2020, Japan me there because, you know, we couldn't, you know, can't go up on plane so easy. So, but yeah, man, I still have my yard in my studio in Jamaica, same.
For real.
Yeah, man.
For real, definitely. So, like you said, of course, when it comes, of course, to this musical career of yours right now, you just said you had someone, of course, helping you, of course, with, of course, the rhythms and them kind of things there. So, is it a producer you are, or is it like, of course, an artist you are, or all rounder?
Brother, I'm a producer. I'm an artist. I'm an author, and I have a book. For those who don't know, it's Change Man Lovers Rock Escape Through Music, which is tied to my previous album, Lovers Rock album. I can't think of something I don't do. I mean, because, you know, creativity, we love create and we love share love, you know, we just put the soul and our love into whatever it is we create and share it out to the world, you know. So just something there, you know. Of course, you know, we have to, it's not like everything come easy, as you say, you know, we just do it, we create, put our heart into it, and you know,
Definitely.
yeah, man. You see,
Definitely.
yeah, man.
So this career of yours right now,
Mhm.
which would you say was a tune, of course, that of course bring you in them up and for everybody to know, say, yeah man, me like the artist, them I go on with things. What would you say was your first hit tune?
Why the first hit tune? You know, I mean, that goes back to the Souls album, Come Up to My Room album, possibly. You know, when I first released that Souls album, I mean, we never released it on major platforms. It was something that we released here in Japan on CD, actually.
Okay.
That's one of the albums up there somewhere. But it's just, and as you can see, we have a whole heap of albums.
Wicked.
But come up to Sipping on Hennessy was one of the tunes. Sipping on Hennessy. That was one of the tunes that really, you don't know, the brother them love sip on the Hennessy. So that was one that they bring in the brother them, make them link. But for the woman them now, the ladies, I would say Souls on Fire was one of the major tunes that I released. And that was one of the first singles, that and 60s. Yeah, I'd say those tunes were kind of the stepping stone,
So we can get a little acapella of like how it sounded.
Well, Souls on Fire, my soul is on fire. No, brother. That one they need background, It's like actually I tell you, Souls on Fire is a difficult tune to perform because it's a call and answer type tune.
Okay.
It's my soul is on fire every time I close my eyes. Soul is on fire. It's a call and answer tune. So it's kind of a difficult one for me to perform without background vocals. Still. It was kind of my transition from souls over to reggae. Although reggae is something I've been, into from birth. My mother, makes sure to listen to reggae, Jamaica and everything from morning. But souls was the first, I guess, my first introduction to music. Okay. So as I was transitioning over from souls to reggae, Souls on Fire was one of the first. So it kind of has that souls. Yeah. I guess everybody says every tune I have has a souls mixed to it anyway.
Oh,
but
yeah.
That's it. Yeah, man. But souls, that one was difficult. But
So of course, from soul music now, what made you think, I want to go into, of course, reggae, like you just mentioned? What gave you the thought? Was it like you had an icon that you said, I want to sound like that?
Well, I'll tell you, it was the message that I needed to get out. It was the vibe, and I was also producing many reggae artists at the time. Some people know Danglin. I was the original person to produce Danglin. And matter of fact, Just DeAndre was the first person to carry him into matter of fact, Dre is my visual doctor, but he was my first client also the studio. He had brought a whole group of people to my studio, my first studio that I ever opened in Japan, because he was in the Navy. I was in the Navy in Japan, by the way, people who's wondering why I'm in Japan. I originally came here 32 years ago in the Navy, U.S. Navy. Okay. And Dre brought some clients into the studio. One of them was Danglin, and I produced Danglin first. And then many artists, followed, reggae artists, Japanese as well as from Jamaica, Abigo Blood, who is well, it's a long list, but it was just kind of a natural transition because, as I said, from birth, I've been listening and loving reggae, of course. It's my natural, it's from my heritage. You see it. Yeah, man.
Okay. So, of course, like you said, you go back to and fro to Jamaica as well as Japan. What's the scene like in Japan, of course, for this reggae music for yourself?
Well, of course, the pandemic, that's the one thing I'm always complaining about on even my show. I tell people Japan is still kind of locked down, compared to everywhere else in the world. Okay. I just came off of I have a 30-year anniversary with my Empress this year. And we went on a little 30-year anniversary tour of the U.S. And everywhere we went, no mask, no nothing. Just enjoy yourself, live. Japan, I reached back in Japan, I have to go through 5 checks just for coming out of the country again.
Jeez.
5 checks. We still wear masks. We still not to go certain place. Japan's still kind of locked down. But when you come out to reggae, of course, you can't stop it. You see, so you have some show I go on, and the vibe still I go on. You understand? Yeah, man. Okay. Yeah, man. You don't know
so, like you said, with the pandemic now, how did you find it then and all still know, of course, to be touring and of course doing your live shows?
Well, that's the problem right now, and that's the thing. I'm telling everyone out there right now, if you're ready for it, we're ready for you. So link up right now. Mason Emperor and the Rebel Source family, our band. You know, I move with my band. I'm not a trap. You know, I don't deal with trap.
Right.
But I'll tell you, Rebel Source family is my band, and they were rehearsing for I think 2 years up until the pandemic hit, and we were ready for Touch Road at the time. I actually flew to Jamaica. It was March of 2020, and as I touched down the airport, Andrew Holness did lock down Jamaica for the pandemic. So we did have to lock off for plans for start tour them time there. You see it, and then we started building actually the album that you're listening to now, God Bless Me. We did the first single, which was a cover of John Legend, Conversations in the Dark. And then we built out from there, which is now a 17-tune album. And all of that was created over the course of the pandemic. So now that we've released that, which was July of this year, and we're promoting and we're doing the radio tour with sound man and selectors and radio personalities like yourself. And we give thanks for that blessings every time, brother, and the Global Link Up Show. We're ready, we're ready for the road. So link up. We're ready right now. You see it, and the people are ready for it as well. You see me?
Definitely. All right. So I just touched on the album right now.
Yeah.
We need to find out, is this album out on the streets right now? Is it like it's soon gonna be touching streets? Explain to us more about this album of yours, which is
God Bless Me album is a 17-tune album. It's out the road right now. It's distributed by Tough Gang International. You can get it on all major platforms and even the minor one.
Okay.
And videos, we have 3 videos from the first 3 singles. One of them was Conversations in the Dark.
Yeah.
The other was Evermore, which is part of the Evermore Rhythm, which also featured Jara and Bugle. And then we have the a video for the title track, which is God Bless Me. And you can see all of those on my website or on my YouTube channels. We have plenty of them. But the best thing I tell you always, if you want anything Mason Emperor, just go to the hub. That's the website. That's masonmusic.com. That's MASONMUZIQ.com. You see it. Q stands for quality.
All right. Yeah. Well, you know what? I said just pause it there. Let me squeeze in this tune, of course, right now, Carl. Of course, the title of the album, God Bless Me, all right? Yeah, man. Let me squeeze this in. Big show reaching out to Logie each and every time. Big one of those clocking in right now as well. Album and title, God Bless Me. Mason the Emperor. Interview style right now, I tell you, man. Listen up, let's go, man.
Life is rough, now give up. And I feel with style that we're rising up, flowing north, like the river Nile.
Big show reaching out to Jay Sinclair as well, big myself.
Can you feel
what you mean, man?
Georgia, feel me with love. And I feel.
As you heard from the man himself, 17 tracks on the album. Think called God Bless Me. What you mean, man?
I feel Jah bless me. Give thanks for life every day. Can't take
in the interview mode right now with, of course, the one we call Mason the Emperor.
We're stronger when united. Jah alone.
Having a little reason and all these things, man. You mean? Tell ya. So right now, Mason the Emperor. We have this album of yours right now. God Bless Me. Of course, like you said, throughout the pandemic, this is how we all, of course, got constructed and, of course, put together right now. All right. So, what kind of names do you have with collaborations on this album of yours right now?
Well, of course, as I said earlier, Dean Frazier's family. So we have Dean Frazier featured on one tune, the baddest handsman in the business, as most know. We have Dwayne Stevenson is featured on a tune. We have Adriana Clark For those who don't know, Adriana Clark is the daughter, the princess of the late great Bunny Ruggs Clark from Third World, lead singer. Yeah, man, I'm a sister that. And she's featured on a track called Jamaica is Calling. We have Wolfgang Jack on Overcome. We have Jara on Mind If I Smoke. I miss anybody? Oh, and I should say this. Here's one tune that is livicated to the late great Bo P. Boyne. For those who don't know Bo P Boyne is one of the most major guitarists in reggae. He was one of the original guitarists from Firehouse and John Messenger bands. If you look at any shows from back in them time there, with Luciano, then you see Bo P play guitar. The one tune we have gone again, the rhythm, that was the last rhythm that Bo P ever performed guitar for we. This whole album, actually, it was my mission to ensure that all of the tracks on this album were performed by my band specifically. But the one track that was performed by others, Firehouse and John Messenger bandsmen, or musicians, I should say, including the drummer Kirk from Barris Hammond's band. That's the one tune, Gone Again. Yeah, man. So whole heap of people on it, whole heap of vibes. And I'll tell you something about this album, Sting of Bling. It's a different vibe from the typical Mason Emperor. Those who know Mason Emperor of love. See, so typically I hear lovers rock. See, but through the pandemic and kind of lockdown, you start get tunes like All Eyes on Me, Jah Bless Me. The feeling where we not give up. Life is rough. We not give up. You see me? And those types of tunes. So you gotta I'm actually I feel blessed, and that's why we call it Jah Bless Me, because I was blessed in that many great things actually did come out of the pandemic for myself and for my family. True. And you can find out some of what we did, because over the 2 years' time, Dre, who's in the place right now, big up yourself, he actually, without even telling me, he took all of the footage. As I say, he does all of my music films and everything, all of the behind the scenes. And he put together a documentary. It's about a 45-minute documentary. It's called Who Am I? It's on my YouTube channel, Unfiltered YouTube channel, Mason Emperor Unfiltered. And it's documentary on me, Mason Emperor, so I definitely encourage checking that out, because that's what happened. That's what we did over the whole 2 years, starting from like March 2020 up until January of 2022. Everything that we did, everything we produced when we in Tough, because typically we work out of Tough Gong Studios in Jamaica. So you see us in Tough Gong, you see us producing some tunes for the album, specifically Conversation in the Dark and Evermore. Evermore. It's a great vibe. I won't lie to you, brother. When he sent it to me, I get tears in my eyes. Come and see myself. I say, I'm me that,
Yeah, for real.
More time when we're on interviews, or or we're doing shows, or we're doing videos, or whatever you want to call it. We're kind of filtered, so in a certain way. You see.
Okay.
Not full out, just natural. Everything with no holds barred, everything out there. But this documentary called Who Am I is truly who I am. Check it if you can, Yeah, man.
Okay. So right now, with this career of yours right now, who would you say is an icon of mine right now? I really want to, of course, if they are alive as well, do a tune with them right now. Who would you say that would be for you?
It would have been Bunny Ruggs. You see it? Because Bunny Ruggs is, many people don't know, but he's one of my mother's favorite artists.
Right.
And I grew up listening to Bunny Ruggs, so he shaped my sound. He's a big influence on my sound.
Of course.
So I actually fulfilled that in a way when I did Jamaica is Calling with his princess, Adriana Clark. She has his sound, she has his vibe, his joy. Master. So it was a pleasure. It was great for me to be able to fulfill at least that part of it. Even though it wasn't him specifically, it was him, brother. Right now I wouldn't say there's anyone else that fits those shoes for me. But at the same time, the door is never closed, because if we're doing great music, it no matter who, from a great music to great music, major or minor, it no matter,
Definitely.
All we have to start somewhere, don't. Yeah, man.
Course, by far. Definitely. So, of course, with this musical career of yours as well, moving forward right now, of course, when you started, as we all know, whether it's a selector, whether it's an artist, it's not everybody will just open the door and say, yeah, roll in, man, I'm going to help you do this and help you do that. When you had to start, boy, what was very hard for you, of course, opening the doors? How did you find that?
Well, the biggest part for me first was actually opening the door to my music because, and big up 555 Lion TV show, my brother that. Sorry, he just joined. So, sorry about that.
Condolences.
And we give thanks to, you know, like I said, even yourselves. I mean, because it's people like yourselves who make it possible for us to share the love with people and receive love. So we have to big up, hey DJ, I love it when you play my songs. Yeah, man. So, you know, but the biggest thing for me was my music because I was, you know, I actually became a producer because I couldn't find anyone who could find my song.
Right.
And I searched far and wide. I just couldn't find, so I started producing for myself. And it wasn't until I linked up with my brother, Shot Boss, that I realized that he was the only person who could truly translate what it was that I was feeling and hearing into music. You see it.
Hey.
That's not to say that many producers, I mean, you can big up, matter of fact, big up the whole Redden family because Chris Kimmis, Rosnick, you know, all of that family. If you don't know, you know, I'm a brother of them. And Chris Kimmis produced quite a couple of tunes off of my Lovers Rock album. And actually, I have a rhythm, Inner Light rhythm from Chris Kimmis, Rosnick collaboration production.
Right.
So they, you know, so I'm going to be voicing that as well. So look out for that. Watch the place because you don't know. Yeah, man, that was the biggest problem for me. But of course, everybody knows when it comes on to actually being able to share the love with people. Radio, you know, it's not easy to get radio to play the tune. You know, there's the payola, there's the this, and there's the that, you know, that you have to deal with. But my thing has always been and always will be to just put my heart and soul into my music. Definitely. Share it out with people through every platform. And eventually, people will hear. You understand that it's love we're sharing, and in turn, they will share the love. You understand?
Yeah. All right, so all my special guests on the show, I always ask them to give us an acapella. Could be a new tune, could be an old tune, entirely up to you. But of course, we're on the radio. It's just to keep it clean. All right. So anytime you're ready.
Well, just so you know, people, we're not doing nothing but clean tunes around here. So you see, we're not dealing with slackness. But you played this one earlier. It's one of my favorite because how I said, All Eyes on Me.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why, because, you know, truly, you know, some people, not everyone knows this, but if you've ever been to Jamaica, you will know. When it comes on to All Eyes, I mean, in the world, us as Black people, that oftentimes, you know, we go through a lot of racism in the world. But even more so for me, colorism in Jamaica. Me being a brown man, you know, I must be rich. I must have money, you know. You understand? So, yes, you know, I'm going to Jamaica, you know, you see it, and more than that. So, you know, for me, and that's not the only way I'm, you know, that's not the only meaning of All Eyes on Me, but that is in fact a truth for me. You know, All Eyes is truly on me, and so that tune is very significant for me. And you know, but more significant is to know that, yeah, man, All Eyes on Me. So go and watch, because I'm gonna let my light shine. You see it? Me now put my head down. I'm royal. So I'm gonna hold my ground and continue. See it? So acapella, I don't know if it's tuned yet. Right.
Drop for the guitar.
All right. See if we can get in a position here when we can go on. We just go on and play it. You see?
All right.
How much on?
Everything good.
From the first day that I took breath, I opened my eyes to see the way of life for me would never be easy. The mission of a Black man, every day to have a master plan, to stay alive and strive and rise to the top of the mountain, 'cause all eyes on me. All eyes on me. I always understood when Mama said walk good or wrong. All eyes on me. I laugh when they think they know the life that I live. They think it must be easy, 'cause I make it look so easy. To a white man I look too black, a black man I look too brown. Still I survive, I'm royal, I hold my ground and hold my ground. All eyes on me. That's it. I didn't buy it, brother. I mean, I'm gonna run over to it still. Coming up in time, no run. Right up to the guitar, the sound like it not come too clean. You get clear sound?
Boy, you know what? Can't play the instrument, you know. But definitely one, of course. Definitely one, of course, of my adventures for next year, you know. I have to do that as well as producing. You know what I mean?
Check this out, brother. Here's the funny thing. Normally, I play keys, keyboard, piano.
Okay.
I actually been teaching myself guitar since the pandemic.
Right.
So, and the funny thing is, normally when I'm producing a tune or writing a tune, I'll use my piano.
Okay.
But I moved. This is where my piano normally is, but I moved it out and started learning guitar from the pandemic time. And the first tune I've ever produced using guitar was All Eyes on Me.
All right.
So that tune is a significant tune for me, even more so because of that. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Definitely. Determination, man. So
yeah, man. I'm music, you know, we love it.
Definitely. So
yeah, man.
So what's in the future for yourself right now? What's in the pipeline lineup for yourself?
Music. I mean, to continue doing music, of course, as we say, road. You see it. Me and the Rebel Souls family, we're getting ready for Do Road and you know, carry the love and the show on the road to everyone who's out there listening. You see it. Big up Jade Sinclair, by the way. Let me see you. So just that, you know, as I said earlier, every sound man, every promoter, you know, whoever's out there, management, if you know, booking agent, link up. We're ready for the road. See it, because we want to get on the road, get on the stage, and release some of this tension we've been building up over the, you know.
Of course, Mr. man. Of course.
Yes,
so just quickly, you know what? We didn't even find out how you got this name.
All right. Wolverhampton, everyone knows in the UK.
Yeah.
All right. I call her D. Dion Lawson. She's Jamaican born and lived and I guess raised partially in Wolverhampton. So big up Wolverhampton. Big up the UK massive, you don't know. And she is, I guess you'd call her kind of my spiritual manager. Because she is someone who, when I first linked her, brother, you know, she would say certain things in my ears and I said, to this person. You know what I'm saying? You know, so you're more time with the person because I'm never really a spiritual, like as I never really understand the energies and the powers we have, you know, understand? And she came into my life and started showing me these things, and it was like, all right, for a while. But there was a time when she linked me and we were holding a reason, and I actually happened to be in Dubai at the time.
Right.
And at that time I was taking a big massive vitamin pill, you know, the 1-a-day pill.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big massive harsh pill, you know. I was taking those at the time, and I was getting ready to eat some food. And most people who know me, when I'm getting ready to consume food, I don't really want to hold no reason. Just come off my phone and go on, you know, vibes and watch a film. So she'll come off of the phone and she say, be careful.
Of course.
First she asked me if you're all right. And I said, yeah, man, I'm good. And she said, all right, but be careful.
Yeah.
I'm come off of the phone. I'm going to go and get my food, and I'm there, hold a vibe, and then I go for take the pill, and the pill get large in my throat, better, I couldn't breathe. I tell you, when I say large, I mean no air couldn't pass. Everything started tense up, and we get tight and can't move, and finally, you know, shoot it out and good. But as it come out, brother, she called my phone and said, "I'm gonna tell you," said. You know, I see me get chills and tears in my eyes. Myself, you see it. So anyway, we just have to give the story for sure. You say she have power. She have a power. She have an energy and a power. And it was her during the Lovers Rock album, because at that time I was still going by just the name Mason.
Okay.
And she did link me and say, yo, Emperor your name. Mason Emperor. And me not question her at all. For she said, me say, all right. And that's sort of thing there. And we rebrand everything right away. Mason Emperor.
Instant.
She's the one who did the Mason Emperor. Yeah, man. You see?
Yeah, man.
And we give thanks for that because not because of the name, because me say, all right, I'm royal more than any, but because we all should live up every day to be emperor.
Definitely.
An emperor. Definitely. And by me having that name, it causes me every single day to ensure that I am living up to the name. Yeah, man. So we give thanks for that.
All right. So finally, we just need a quick rundown, of course, of all your social media links. And after that, if there's anyone listening, a big up to. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, here's the thing. Social media, nothing changed. Everything is exactly the same. Mason Music, MASON, MUZIQ, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, SoundCloud, YouTube, anything you can consider, it's that. Mason Music, MASON, MUZIQ. Same thing as the hub. And that's what we recommend everyone to go to the website. That's the hub because everything is linked to the website. And that's masonmusic.com. MASON, MUZIQ.com. Yeah. And those who don't know what Z is, that's a Z. You see it. You don't know some part of the world say, "Our name's Z." You see it, yeah, man, Z. But and we just big up everyone who's in, everyone who's listening in, everyone who is going to listen in later, because we don't know that people. If you miss something, you already know we're on YouTube right now, so it's not going nowhere. Check it out, look more, same way, and check back some of the other show them, because you don't know Stinger Bling and the Global Link Up Show, but you see. So we just say give thanks to everyone. You don't know we give thanks. I do want to give thanks specifically to my brother Dre, to the Rebel Soul family, and to the Lion TV show in the house, 555, BFC, and all of them. You don't know. Love every time. And Stinger Blinger, you don't know, brother. We give thanks. You see me?
Give thanks each and every time. And keep the link same way still, brother, right?
As you say, link. We have to big up Rudy Rich because he's my brother from a different mother.
Yeah, I left him up.
He made the link. Yeah, man. You see it. So, love.
All right. Give thanks, all right?
Brother.
Respect. Nice. Every time, man. Yeah, man. So there we have it. Of course, live, the man himself, of course, Mason the Emperor. Gonna go pay the bills and all these things. So, yeah, man. You know it go already now. Run a little overtime and these things. But, yeah, man. You know it goes sometimes. We just have to pay the bills and catch you back after these, all right?
You're listening to Vibes Urban Radio Network. Number one online radio station. The real veterans. The north of UK, Huddersfield, Bradford, Sheffield, Manchester, Leeds, Doncaster, right down to the big city, London. We are the rulers in the game. The Dandada for reggae music and soul music.
Are you ready to turn it up another notch? Well, our sister station is now streaming 24/7. VibesUrbanExtra.com. The beats for the streets, for the hottest dancehall and soca, and more. Be sure to join Alfonso Hunter Saturday, soca